Hey everyone, I wanted to get on here today to talk a little bit about how when you change your frequency and vibration, you attract, the different things that are going to help to, propel you forward. Some people call this, like the law of attraction, where, what you put out is what you're going to get in. When you put out that loving frequency, you get more loving frequency things in your life. But it's not only just, that same frequency that you're going to get back. You're going to get the complementing frequencies as well. So when you put out a certain idea, a certain thought, a certain frequency of vibration as you're going on throughout this journey, you're also going to be attracting things that are going to complement it, things that are going to help push you forward, things that are going to not necessarily be that exact vibration, but they complement it in order to make both of them better. So when people talk about, okay, you want to put out that like a really loving frequency in order to attract more love. Now, there's other things that attract love, happiness, joy. These are other similar frequencies that are not the exact same that are going to help to magnify that for yourself. So when you're thinking about this law of attraction and what you're going about doing in your life and the affirmations that you're saying, no, also keep in mind, what are some of the things that are going to complement that and how is that going to affect your day-to-day basis? Because once you start realizing, that it's not only going to be that exact same frequency, the exact same vibration, the exact same affirmations, the exact same things that are going to come back, then you can start, basically fine tuning your affirmations, fine tuning your actions, fine tuning, what you're actually putting out there in order to attract the things that you want to attract. So let's say, I know I use this example a lot because a lot of people, want to start their own business. So you're like, okay, I'm going to put out that frequency of, I own a business. I am successful. I know say money is gathered to me. Everything I do, turns out well. And different things like that. But at the same time, you know, you need to think about what is the things that are going to, complement that as well, and know that those are things that are going to come as well, because sometimes those complementing energies can have other, energies attached to them, because now you're getting all this other complementing energies, but then what is complementing those energies? What is going to help bring those up? And those might not exactly be exactly what you're looking for, but in the long run, they're actually going to help you out. They're going to get you to a point to where you're going to be able to make these decisions and and get to these different goals in your life that you're trying to achieve. So don't just think of it as you're going to get exactly what you put out, because yeah, you're going to get some of that, but you're also going to get some other things involved. And I think that's where people start to get, some of that doubt and fear about, are my affirmations working? And, they start to like basically, counteract their affirmations, counteract the frequency that they're putting out, because they don't realize that it's not just going to be, that particular energy that's coming at you. It's going to be other complementing energies as well. So just take some time and actually think about, what do you really want? And then see what is going to, complement it, what's going to attract it, and really go on your inner journey. Because as long as you keep going on this inner journey and seeing, exactly what are the things you want, then you can start seeing what are the things that affect what you want. And then those are the affirmations. Those are the frequency and vibrations that you want to put out there. That's the type of energy that you want to promote, because you're going to be able to get all those things back. And just like there's the flip side of the coin, you know, do know that sometimes in order to push yourself forward, there's going to be some things that try to push you back. But at the same time, that could just be a counterbalance. Saying things that help to spring forward. Because if you think of a spring, when people talk about, I'm trying to spring up, I'm trying to spring past this, you have to put that pressure that actually pushes it back, pushes it down, and actually creates that pressure, creates that tension. And then once that tension is created, once that pressure is created, and then it pops forward, and then you blast forward. You pop up, you fly forward, you fly out, however you want to put it. So, think about that, because once you start realizing that you're going to get these different, energies and different vibrations to, say counterbalance and actually, complement what you're doing, then you can start realizing that, hey, these things that, I thought maybe weren't the most positive, weren't the most, you know, if I say loving because a lot of people want to say, that loving frequency, but the things that are not exactly attuned to the frequency or vibration that you're trying to put out, then you might start to be able to change your perception, because this experience that we're in is all about our perception. So then you could change your perception on those things that are coming along with it, and you're like, oh, well, that's not what I was trying to attract to myself. It's like, but is it? Because that right there might actually be the thing that creates that tension, creates that pressure in order to, say, propel your spring forward. Your spring, that water, that flowing energy that's within us. That's what that we are going along. Everybody says, life is a journey. Life is ever flowing. You have to understand that flow, also has different things underneath the surface, and those things that are underneath the surface, help direct how our flow goes. So you can't just, look at things from a surface level. Now, you can see what's on the surface because, that is important, because that's what you're seeing. That's what everybody is seeing. But at the same time, you have to be able to, go deeper, go within and see what's underneath the surface and what's actually affecting, how it looks overall. Because those little minute things might change the entire flow of a river. When you think about a river flow, you can, you will see, oh, okay, no, the river is really, really calm here, really calm, and all of a sudden it has a lot of rapids and all that, and you're wondering why the water is flowing at the exact same speed, but now it looks choppy, it looks different. It's like, well, if you look underneath the water, you'll see, oh, there's some big boulders, there's some rocks, or there's a fish, or there's different obstacles underneath. So don't just take things from face value. Look at it and see like how things are going to affect it overall. What are the complementing energies? How's it going to affect the overall, vibration that you're trying to put out? And then you might find something out.